Oh hi guys, and today we're gonna watch top 30 scariest creepypastas. And yeah, Spot Hood Hoodlum's Revenge, script by Hood Hoodlum, narrated by Hood Hoodlum. Oh god, here you go.
Today's Halloween, and I'm going to celebrate that
Hold on.
by staying indoors and editing videos. Oh, and making a top 13 list too, of course.
Okay.
And what better way to get us started than to dive into some creepypasta?
What?
Because creepypastas are scary, right? So let's begin. Turn your lights down and your volume up.
That's what I
Because
did.
tonight, we're counting down the top 13
The Rake, Slenderman.
scariest creepypastas.
Oh god. I'm doing fault with Disney, by the way, since he removed the video, not per reason. Oh my god. Number 13.
Marina Ward Glassdoor. Marina Ward Glassdoor tells the story of a video that was posted on YouTube but was taken down very quickly. Only 153 people, including one YouTube staff member, saw the video.
Oh damn.
If you search for the video,
Oh
you will most likely find nothing.
yeah.
A few times you will see a 20-second video of a man staring at you expressionless for 18 seconds and then grinning for the last 2 seconds.
Ugh.
This is actually not the full video.
Sorry,
The
just
full
gonna check
video
something.
that 153 people saw made them
What?
gouge out their eyes, cut themselves, and commit suicide in various ways.
150.
The one staff member that saw the video started screaming after about 45 seconds and is now under constant sedation, unable to recall what he saw. YouTube will periodically upload the first 20 seconds to close off any rumors. They do not want you to find the entire video.
Buh. Don't worry, I'm alright. Number 12.
Normal porn for normal people.
Oh god.
With a title like that, you know things are gonna go bad.
Porn.
The story starts with the author telling us about an email he received by an unknown person. The email read, "Hi there. Found this site. It's very nice. Thought you might like. Normal porn for normalpeople.com. Pass it on for the good of mankind."
Oh.
The author became curious and went on the site. The site itself looked very average and very generic.
God can't
The
help you within
creators
my
seemed to
walls,
just
but
barely
rest
care
assured.
about making it look professional.
Okay.
The tagline for the website said, "Normal
No
porn for normal people." A
people.com.
website dedicated to the eradication of abnormal sexuality. The rest of the site was a long, incoherent rant. The author was about to quit, when suddenly he saw that each word in the rant was its own separate link that took you to a different video. I will not go into much detail about what these videos were about.
Thank you.
You should read them yourself, because it's Halloween.
What?
But believe me when I say this, they are truly, truly disturbing.
I'm just about to say that. But anyways, number 11. Picks up the good. Picks up the good, man. Because.
Username 666.
Okay.
This is what happens if the devil would make a YouTube account.
Oh.
If you go to youtube.com/666
I did not say that.
and refresh the page a number of times, this is what supposedly happens. Oh, come on, man, don't do it.
Oh.
Don't do it, there's still time. Exit while you can.
Just gonna put it down. Curry. Oh hell no. Okay. What the fuck? Terrifying it is. Mate. Give it another attempt. Hit me with your best shot. Come on. Come on.
I'm gonna get so much hate for this.
For what?
Jeff the Killer.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
Jeff
Check
of
another
Top
place?
Are
You
you
shit
shitting
me?
I'm
You're gonna
fucking...
crazy.
Whoa, calm down.
What?
Before you fans of Jeff get mad,
Kill Hood. Oh my god.
let me explain
Lord Hood.
myself. Other than the pretty badass and interesting design and pretty original idea, I'm focusing on the original Jeff the Killer story.
Okay,
which
that's better.
People isn't really what I would call flawless.
Flawless victory.
I mean, there are so many things that take me out of the experience completely. First of all, Jeff's supposedly a kid in this story. How would a kid be able to murder so many people?
Yeah.
Secondly, how the hell did the bullies get fucking guns?
Because they're overpowered.
Thirdly, when has bullying ever gotten so far that the bullies
I surrendered! I
with
surrendered!
fucking guns
Okay.
to try to murder the victim? Fourthly, why didn't Jeff go to juvenile when his brother...
Juvenile anyone?
him? Fifthly, why did Jeff kill all of his family members? I understand why he killed his parents, but why his brother too? Wasn't he trying to defend his brother when he beat up those bullies at the beginning? Now, despite all of that, the idea of a guy looking like this sneaking into your room at night and whispering, "Go to sleep," is pretty scary. Just imagine turning over and seeing that face by your bed. Despite the origin story being very flawed, Jeff is still a very scary creepypasta and more than well deserves a spot on this list.
Okay. Number 9. Okay.
Dead Bart.
Okay, let's...
Dead Bart was a lost episode of The Simpsons.
What?
And was going to appear in the first season of the show. It was apparently written entirely by Matt Groening.
Okay.
During production of the first season, Matt seemed to act strangely. Mentioning this to anyone who was present at the time
What?
will make them very angry.
Doctor Who?
When the author of the story met Matt at a fan event and asked about the episode, Matt seemed to be at the verge of tears. He handed over a piece of paper to the author and left. The piece of paper contained a web address. The web address contained nothing but a download link.
Something dirty in
When
the
the
screen.
author downloaded and opened the file,
Down now
the
button.
computer went crazy and had to be rebooted.
Blue screen of death.
Finally,
Not on my watch,
when the author
motherfucker.
got the computer working again, he watched the episode.
Oh, watch
Started out
this.
with the family going on a plane trip.
Oh no.
But while in the air, Bart accidentally breaks one of the plane windows. and
Why
is
send me
sent away.
this?
Act 1 ends with a shot of Bart's dead corpse.
Oh.
The body was barely recognizable and almost photorealistic. And so Act 1 ended.
Okay. Dead.
Act 2 started with the family.
Why at the
Bart
opening?
and Maggie, sitting at the table, crying. The crying went on and on, becoming more pained and more realistic.
Why I didn't
You
cry in
also
this?
heard murmuring in the background. And now and then, faces would appear, looking in from the window. They appeared so
What the
fast,
fuck?
you could never make out what they looked like. The animation decayed.
Okay.
With random bright colors thrown on them. The crying went on for the entire act. In Act 3, a title card appeared, stating 1 year had passed. The family appeared bone thin, and there were no
Oh,
signs
shit.
of Maggie or the pets. They decided to go and visit Bart's grave. Springfield was entirely deserted. When they got to Bart's
Damn.
grave, Bart was just lying there, on the dirt. Then Homer said a joke, but due to distortion you cannot hear what he says. The view zoomed out, and the tombstones in the background had the same names of every single Simpson guest star on them.
What?
For guests who died since, like Michael Jackson, the dates were correct. But there was something odd about the graves of guest stars who were still alive.
What?
All of their deaths are listed at the same date. The episode ends.
Number 8. What? Number... Come on. Number 8. Let me see a little bit.
Smile Dog. Smile
Oh
Dog is a
God.
picture circulating on the internet. It is said to bring nightmares and insanity to those who save it on their computer or receive it as an email. If you receive an email with the Smile Dog, it is important to spread the word in order for the curse to end. If you do not spread the word, the image will gradually get worse and worse. Some say the entire thing started with a picture of the devil.
Oh God. Suna, thank you. Is that it? That's the explanation? Number 7.
Candle Cove.
Pirates, I think.
What if a show you watched when you were a little kid was actually darker and more
I knew it.
disturbing than you remember?
I knew it.
That is the case with Candle Cove.
Wait, I recognize this.
Starting out as a thread where people discussed old nostalgic
Oh.
television shows,
Why are
one
they
show
screaming?
came up that sparked some interest. Candle Cove. At first, the forum users innocently discussed the show, its low-budget charm, its controversial villain named the Skin Taker, a skeleton who skinned children, and much more. But the more these people dig in their memories, the more they remember. And in the end, it is suggested that what seemed to be an innocent kids show could be something far more sinister.
Okay. Well, that was fucked up. Number 6. Ooh. Okay.
SuicideMouse.avi. There apparently exists an unreleased Mickey Mouse cartoon
Okay.
made by Walt Disney himself
How long is this?
in the 1930s.
Oh, okay.
Why it hasn't been released is due to strange happenings. Up until a year or two ago, everyone believed that the cartoon was nothing but a looping animation of Mickey walking down a road with 6 buildings for 3 minutes before fading
Okay.
out. The music
It's
sounded
disturbed.
creepy and disturbing, like as if someone was just banging on a piano. It was not your regular, jolly Mickey Mouse music, but people believed that was all. But recently,
Okay.
while reviewing the cartoon for DVD, something seemed odd.
What?
The cartoon was actually 9 minutes and 4 seconds long. After cutting to black, 6 minutes in, Mickey came back
There's so
on
many
screen,
dots. So many dots.
walking. And I'll let the video speak for itself.
Why the hell is he smiling? I mean smirking. What? Oh. There's so many screams. Distortion. Holy shit. Whoa. Video. Calm your tits, man. Calm your... Oh my god. The landscape. The fuck's going on here? Is that a person?
In the end, a close-up of Mickey's face is shown, possibly to signify the end of the episode.
Okay. Looks... What? Scared you a little bit. Don't tell me.
Gateway of the Mind.
Okay.
In 1983, a team of scientists
Oh, I've heard about this.
conducted a radical experiment in an undisclosed facility. The scientists had theorized that a human without access to any senses or ways to perceive stimuli would be able to perceive the presence of God.
Oh, hallelujah.
The only test subject to volunteer was an elderly man who claimed to have nothing left to live for.
Oh.
They performed a complex operation on the man, removing all of his senses. He could not see, hear, taste, smell, or feel.
Huh?
After a few days, the man cried.
Oh, watch
He could
this.
hear his dead wife speaking to
Actually, part of it.
him, and even more,
Looks
he
real.
could communicate back.
It is.
The scientists were
Oh.
fully convinced, until the man started to name dead relatives of the scientists.
Gravestones.
Soon enough, the man became distressed and insane. For at every conscious moment,
Looks like the
he heard
grandfather
hundreds of
amnesia.
voices speaking to him, refusing to leave him alone. Only a day later, the man started to claw at his non-functional eyes, hoping to feel something. He claimed the voices were hostile, speaking of hell and the end of the world.
What the hell is he
He
doing?
begged to be killed, but
The
the
fuck is he
scientists were
doing?
convinced that he was close to establishing contact with God. A day later, the man seemed mad and started to bite
Oh, you're
off
mad.
chunks of
Okay.
flesh from his own arm. The scientists rushed in and restrained him to a table so he could not kill himself. After hours of being tied down, the man halted his struggling and screaming. The man cried non-stop for 2 weeks and had to be manually rehydrated due to the constant crying. Eventually, he turned his head and, despite his apparent blindness, focused his eyes on one of the scientists and spoke his final words.
Don't tell me.
I have spoken to God, and he has abandoned us.
The man then died. There was no apparent cause of death.
Oh, shit. I mean, what? Number 4.
Slenderman.
What?
Of course. Which top creepypasta list wouldn't be complete without the infamous Slenderman?
What?
I'm not gonna spend much time on this guy, because you all know who he is, and you all
Oh, yeah.
know what he does.
I see Mumble on it. It's
You can
awesome.
check out my other video, entitled, Is Slenderman Real? Here on my channel.
Why is it in Swedish? Why is edited in Swedish? So he's Sweden. Cool. Same here. Oh, for
The
camera.
Rake.
Oh god.
Why did I rank The Rake higher than Slenderman, you may ask?
Don't tell me.
Well, look at that fucking design! That's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen!
Looks so real.
The first time I saw this picture, I could not get it out of my head. It's so inhuman, so detailed, and so disgusting. And
Whoa.
also, the thought of a human, dog-like creature with sharp claws
Bruh.
sneaking into your room at night and mauling you is, in my opinion, a lot scarier than some buzz buzz from a tall white guy. Here's a summary of
Why
one
is
of
that
the
thing
most
from-
well-known stories
Whatever,
of
whatever.
The Rake.
You get the point.
A woman woke up and noticed how her husband was lying perfectly still next to her. When she asked him what was wrong, he tucked into the fetal position and stared at the side of the bed.
Okay.
At the foot of the bed, sitting and facing away from them, there was what appeared to be
I can
a
smell
naked
you.
man, or a large, hairless dog of some sort. Its body position was
Really,
disturbing
Morgan
and
Freeman?
unnatural,
Really? Okay.
as if it had been hit by a car or something. creature crawled over to Oscar
Paradox.
until it was less than a foot away
Then,
from his face.
then,
The
it's a good
creature
face
was
there, but whatever.
completely silent
Yeah.
for 5 seconds until it dashed off into the hallway to the kids' room.
Gotta be fast.
When the woman got to the hallway, the light from the bedroom was enough to see it crouching and hunched over about 20 feet away. It turned around and looked directly at her, covered in blood. It had murdered the woman's daughter,
Woman?
then dashed off. Down the
Should have
stairs.
protected her.
The full story can be found very easily. Just Google it. But be aware, it's very scary. But it's Halloween, so it's okay.
They knew he was called Rake. I think about it now.
Oh, we're gonna bring up that.
It's more like a dream. But I know it was real. I know that he was real. And I know that I will see him again.
Why did he bring that thing up? Number 2. If it takes Saul, I'm gonna murder your
The
sweet
Russian sleep experiment.
Okay.
During the late 1940s, Russian researchers kept 5 people awake for 15 days by exposing them to an experimental gas. They were kept in a sealed environment to carefully
Okay.
monitor their oxygen intake,
Why is
So
the
the gas wouldn't
PPSH
kill
for the
them.
one there?
since it was toxic
On the
at high
right.
concentrations. The test subjects were political prisoners, deemed enemies of the state during World War II. After 5 days, the men started to demonstrate severe paranoia. They stopped talking to each other and began alternately whispering into the microphones. After some days, one of the captives
Whisper.
started screaming for 3 hours straight until he supposedly ripped out
The
his
fuck
own
was that?
vocal cords. The other captives
Stop whispering.
did not react to this at all and kept on whispering.
Stop whispering!
Suddenly, the screaming and whispering stopped abruptly.
Thank you.
After 3 more days, the researchers checked to see if the microphones were working, since there was nothing but silence in the room.
Why the
The
fuck?
microphones were working perfectly fine.
Okay.
The researchers used the intercom and announced, "We are opening the chambers to test the microphones. Step away from the door and lie flat on the floor or you will be shot.
Like flat.
Compliance will earn one of you your immediate freedom." To their surprise, they heard a single phrase and a calm voice respond, "We no longer want to be freed." The researchers filled the room with fresh air,
I don't know.
and the captives immediately begged for the gas to be turned
Okay,
on.
just going just to rest there for
When
him.
the researchers entered the room,
Get up.
they noticed
Okay.
something truly terrifying.
What?
The captives had been
Oh.
removing their own
Oh.
flesh, eating
Oh.
it. exposing it to their hands. They put up a fierce fight while being captured,
Fierce fight.
and one of the subjects died fighting. He kept screaming for more.
Stop screaming! Stop screaming!
And more gas.
The remaining captives
What?
were taken to a medical facility. There,
Oh, I said more gas.
as the
Okay.
commander ordered,
I
the
thought I said
captives to be
ass.
sent back
More
to the
ass.
chamber,
And by that I
along
mean
with 3
donkey.
researchers. One of the 3 immediately drew his gun and shot the commander and one of the captives as everyone else fled the room. The researcher stated, "I won't be locked in there with these things. Not with you. What are you?" he demanded. "I must know." The subject smiled.
Have you forgotten so easily?
The subject asked.
We are you. We are the madness that lurks within you all, begging to be free at every moment in your deepest animal mind. We are what you hide from in your beds every night.
What?
We are what you sedate into silence and paralysis when you go to the nocturnal haven where we cannot tread.
That's the longest one I ever heard.
The subject was then shot dead. And as the subject died, he uttered out his final words.
So, nearly
Did you just say something? No? Okay. And number 1. What's number 1? Okay. Come on. Really? Okay. Okay. So, that was it for, top 30 scariest creepypastas. Damn. Second longest video I've ever made. Okay, how long is it? So, I hope you enjoyed this. And, stay safe. Stay strong. Happy Halloween. Halloween! If you have found a tattoo, then it's Lena Cantino's birthday. For those who don't know who she is, then I'm gonna show you. Wait, use my powers. This is who she is. Happy 30th birthday, and when you kind of sweet again to perform live again. If they'll remember you, if you're watching this, Lena. You've been in for like 11 years ago, and that's pretty wonderful. Anyways, that was my final note, and I'll see you next time. Peace.